Shabbat Shalom. I greet you in the name of the Most High. My name is Brother Yadan. Today, not evening, not night. Today, my heart is filled with sorrow. There are two Americas, one black and one white. Donald Trump, an instigator of hate and violence. Mr. Law Enforcement. Continually, we're seeing these things that are happening on a weekly and monthly basis of our young sisters and brothers being slaughtered in the streets. America, the majority of you are racist. The larger percentage of you are racist. Did I say every one of you? No, I didn't. This statement I make because killing and shooting in the back, lying about what's happening, your investigation take weeks, months to come to a solution on was it a crime? What is a crime when a man has no weapon, then you try to say he had a knife in the car, you shoot him in the back 7 times in front of his kids, and you say he's a threat? How? Ask yourself, America, what's going on? Marvin Gaye said it a long time ago before most of you were born. What's going on? It's right in your face. White supremacy. In order for us to survive, white supremacy must die. There's a hate in this country for people of color. There's a tautology that we are superior and you, without any knowledge of your own history, what you've achieved, what you've been awarded because of white privileges, you look at us and you feel that you're superior to us because of what you were taught in your families. Now, if racism has stopped and was not being taught, why after over 400 years in this strange land are we still being brutalized the way we are? I don't want to go down the list of names because everyone that's hearing this video know every name. Breonna Taylor, Floyd, you know them all. Trayvon Martin, you know them all. Everyone that was killed, you've heard of it. The brutality of the police, the law enforcement that protects all people equally, but it don't protect us. And then when our people speak out, they tell us that we don't have intelligence to feel the emotions or the effect of what they're seeing and living every day in their environment. You have no right as athletes to speak out on violence in this country. You're patriots. You stand there and you put your hand up your heart and say, pledge allegiance to the flag. God bless America. Yeah, God bless America if you're white. I'm no racist, as I've told you many times, and you've seen it in my video. I'm just sick and tired of this white privilege thing here. Socialism, you call it. Already awarded for what you've already dominated the people and put them in nothing but the degradation, indecent exposure to an environment that never intended them to be people. This nation was molded after 6 countries, the European nations, Ireland, Scotland, England, France, and Germany, and the other one is 6 of them nations that this country was molded after. And they never intended us to be part of this America dream. And the other one I'll think of later on because it's not relevant, because we know that it was molded after these 6 nations. And these 6 nations that are Caucasian and the brutality of what they brought here to this country, it is sad to look at what we're dealing with in a country that has shown no mercy on the builders, the historical facts that record our history of what we've done to build this nation, not just the South. We built the entire nation, the labor of my brothers and sisters. And you look at us as nothing but a piece of meat with eyes. You heard me, a piece of meat with eyes. Treatment, fair, opportunities. What have you done? You've isolated us from each other. You crammed us on top of each other in the ghettos and slums. And you said to progress from there. We didn't get our 40 acres and a mule. As George Clinton said, we did get these chocolate cities, CC, poverty, hatred, ignorance, the worst of everything when we're supposed to have the same equality, the learning capacity of our schools in major cities and in some parts of the country, one-room slum houses. They've come down to dormitory styles that are infested with roaches and with termites and everything else with poisoning of lead. Yeah, that's where we at. But you in the Berkeleys and the Harvards, Columbia, Penn, all of you Ivy Leaguers, you're privileged because the layout of the land was designed for you. My people are destroyed because of the lack of knowledge. We keep forgiving, and we should forgive, but we keep getting the same results. We're being brutalized, as I stipulated, and I'm going to state this in a manner that I want you to hear me deeply. We're tired. We're not sick. We're tired of the same repetition. As LeBron James said, F this stuff here. I'm sick of this crap. Yeah, I'm sick of it too. Stop. Boycott. Protest. Demonstrate. We didn't invent the thing that you call looting. It started with you. The dominant culture, looting through our communities, going through everything that we had. You invented that. You invented brutality. If you were fair and honest Christians as you say you are, you would have never treated us the way you're treating us right now. If you had put that hatred, that dead mentality away, why are we still suffering in these two Americas? Why haven't you taught your children that we're all equal? If it was not for your children in the beginning of the end of the era of slavery, we would still fighting you because your children saw us as human beings, because you went off into the lands with the riches that we gave you and we raised your children, and your children saw that we were people. We disciplined your children. We showed your children what love was. You didn't show them. You was out there living the great life off of the labor of my brothers and sisters. Two Americas, one black, one white. We built this country. No reparation for what we've done. Nothing. Every country on the planet by a government has done them wrong, have given reparations for the wrong that they've done to the people in those lands. Everyone from Australia to back to America and all around the sides of the four corners of the globe, America is the only country that have not paid reparation for the injustice of the Hebrew slaves that was brought here on slave ships and was ruined by this country. And I put this more emphasis than anything. You call me an African American? I am not an African American. I am a Hebrew Israelite. I am a Semite. I am from the son of Shem, my genealogy. There are 3 children, 3 boys. Why do you think you're still black people being treated this way that came into this country? You don't see the African coming from their land being treated this way. You don't see any other people from any other country coming here and treated because they got countries that back them and support them. You're not going to do that to people in China like that. You may say a little slang and slurs and disrespect them. But what you're going to do to them when it comes to persecuting them? Every country that their people come here have someone to protect them except for the people of Shem. Nobody protects us. If the Africans were our brothers and sisters, they would fight for us. Do something to the Orientals or the Muslims or any other European nation or any other country around the globe. See if they don't back their people and come to America and tell them we're not going to take this crap. But who backs up the black people in this country? The children of Jacob, which was later called Israel, which his land was called Israel, Jerusalem. Who will support us? Why you think you're being treated this way? Why you think you're being misled? Why you think you're confused? You better check your history and see why you children, you black people in America, and there's two Americas. You better check your history, and you keep wondering why we being treated this way. What's going on? And if you read the Bible, it said it would go on and on and on from generation to generation, that my children would be destroyed because of their separation from me. They left me empty, he said. You left me with a void. He said, you're going to make that last cry that I'm going to hear from my children. And then I will return to you as the children was in Ramah when Rachel cried. Remember these things I'm telling you. I tell you these things from my heart because I've lived and I've learned and I know the way of this land. And I know who this land was designed from. Holland, England, France, Germany, Scotland, and also, there's always one that I can't remember, but it was 6 of them. And because of how I feel about what I'm seeing, brothers and sisters, hear my words, do your research, study who you are, and look at the true biblical facts of why you're being treated this way in this strange land. 2 Americas, 1 black, 1 white. They know your history, they know your pedigree, they know everything about where you came from. They can record every ship you came on. They know what tribe you came from. They know it all. In the Negro land that they brought us out of, the same land which was the land of Judah, the Palestinians had the land. They gave the Ashkenazi Jews 10% up in 1948. Now they own over 95% of the land, the chosen land. I say to you, there are 2 Americas, 1 black, 1 white. And the crime in this country against the people of color, it's ridiculous. It's a Holocaust. It's just a shame that we've had to endure the struggles and the limitations and opportunities that no other people on this planet have endured. The chosen people, rise up, take back your identity, living in a strange land. That's where we're at right now. In your name, Father, and your Son, the same one that you read in the scriptures, the Holy Bible, I say to you, Shabbat Shalom.